I'm Dallas Gordon, the founder and host of the Girl Power Ignite movement. Welcome to the 2018 Supercharger 2018 Summit. So we're going to get started, all right? We are going to get started with Jamila Corbett. She is the founder and CEO of I Am a Brand. Y'all.
Boom! You know I couldn't start it off without giving you the boom. For all of those who don't know, boom stands for breaking out of old mindsets. If this is your first time seeing me, my name is Jamila Corbett. I am the founder and CEO of I Am a Brand. And so we're a digital marketing agency that helps you make more money online by focusing on the 4 core areas of online activity, which is education, networking, visibility, and audience conversion. And I'm so excited to be here with you today to grace the stage, the virtual stage, with some amazing women right here beside me. I am so honored that Dallas has selected me to be part of the first ever Girls Ignite Summit. I'm so excited to share the stage with you. And so a little bit about me, I want to tell you a story. Let's go back to the beginning, because some of you guys see the Jamila, you see the Boom Queen, and like, oh my gosh, Jamila, you have so much energy. Just give me some of that energy. But what you guys don't know is that, like Dallas, I'm an introvert. I'm an introvert. So it means that I'm not really, I like people, but too many people, it gives me like, I have social anxiety issues. And when I first started I Am a Brand, I'm going to tell you the story of how the idea came to be. And this started back in 2011. So you guys see me now, this is years of work. Nothing happens overnight. So in 2011, I was in the shower one day. I wasn't an entrepreneur. I wasn't none of this. I didn't do any of this that you see today. I was in the shower, and literally I was divinely inspired. I'm not even going to lie. I give all the praise to God. All like a rush of thoughts just ran into my head. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is this? It was so overwhelming that I had to get out, wet and all, find a piece of paper, write every single thing down. And I had the concept for I Am a Brand. I had the name, I had what I was supposed to do, I had my mission. 2011 was my year of awakening. It was my year of rebirth. It was my year of coming into my own and discovering my purpose. And so I was like, how am I supposed to do this? I don't know how to run a business. I don't know how to do any of this. I don't know how to inspire people. I'm an introvert. Why would I be assigned this? Why would you do this to me? But what you'll find out is when there's a calling over your life, the resources will magically show up. It's not magic, but the resources will be provided to you. All you have to do is be obedient. Now, was I obedient from 2011 to 2018? No, I wasn't. So I started it in 2011. I launched it. I didn't know what I was doing. I kind of botched it. I was like, this isn't working. So I ended up quitting my job in 2012, and I was still hustling. Like, I still had other businesses while I had this baby I Am a Brand. I had other things that I had going on. And it wasn't until 2016 that I revisited the idea. I found Periscope in 2015, built my influence. I was also doing a whole lot of blogging. I was building my influence via blogging. Then Periscope came along. I started live streaming. And then all of a sudden I had this audience. And I was like, ooh, maybe it's time to reintroduce my mission. It was time to reintroduce my purpose in life, because prior to then, I didn't stick with it. So one of the things that you have to do is, when you have an idea, when you're called to do something, you have to be obedient and you have to stick to it. I'll probably be much farther along had I stuck to my vision, had I stuck to what I was supposed to do. However, what I will say is life will teach you so many lessons. And even though if I could go back, I would do things differently, I still learned from all of the mistakes that I made. I still learned from all of these years of trying to figure out what to do. So 2016 rolled back around, and all of a sudden I'm like, I think it's time to reintroduce I Am a Brand. And now it kind of morphed into something else. It morphed and it evolved into something new, because over the past few years, from 2011 to 2016, I accumulated all of these skills. So even though I wasn't quite obedient as I should have been, I accumulated the skills that armed me to be successful and to launch successfully. So we relaunched I Am a Brand in April of 2016, and I phased out my other company because, again, I had bills to pay. I had a whole company. I had a team of people, and I phased out. I transitioned out of my company officially in June. It was June 2017, and I started working on I Am a Brand full time. And so one thing I want to tell you guys is, if you're an aspiring business owner, it's really important to, number one, collaborate with other people. The whole basis of I Am a Brand is helping other people be successful, helping other people transform themselves into the industry mavericks they were called to be, that you were called to be. You don't have to be some multi-millionaire person to join I Am a Brand. You don't even have to have it all figured out. We're going to help you figure it out. It is our belief that everyone has a voice, and it is our goal to help you find yours and make it echo. So I invite every single one of you to connect with me personally at Jamila Corbett on Facebook, at Jamila Corbett on Instagram, at Jamila Corbett on Twitter. Do you see the trend here? I am at Jamila Corbett anywhere on social media. I really do invite you guys to connect with me, and also take the free 5-day tour. No obligation to join. Free 5-day tour. At the end of the 5 days, I'm going to thank you personally and give you a gift. Even if you choose not to join, no obligation to join. Visit iamabrand.co/community. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the comments. You see my comment coming up for all of the people who were in the chat. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. And I want you to soak up all of the information from the rest of these ladies. I am inspired by each and every one of your stories, and even the people who are catching this on the replay. Thank you so much for being a valuable part of my life. I know I can't thank everyone individually, but I'm truly honored to be connected with you. Boom!
Woo! Powerhouse. Awesome stuff, y'all. Awesome stuff. So I didn't see any questions coming in yet. We're going to be monitoring the questions. If you guys have any questions for Jamila, put an @JC or @Jamila Corbett in your question, and we will be sure to answer them. Jamila, I have put in there the 5-day tour and the link, iamabrand.co community. I've also put in some of the other things that you mentioned as you were speaking. So that was awesome. Well, let me do a quick little reset here. Welcome into Girl Power Ignite, okay? We are going to have this replay up for 24 hours. So if you missed the beginning, you have a chance to get it from the beginning once again, okay? So I see a lot of you coming in. Welcome in, every single person. Thank you so much for joining us. Please spread the message today. We have some more powerhouses speaking today. Hit the share and invite button and get this out there, guys. This is going to be super, super awesome. So, Julia, I don't think we had any questions popping in yet, did we? Okay.
No.
So
we didn't have a question, but I did want to say, just to put it out there for those of you who are interested in I Am a Brand community, I had recently became a part of the I Am a Brand community, and I connected with Jamila just kind of through Dallas's Ecommerce, and I became a part of her Facebook page. It was Boom Squad, and she did like a really short course, and it was awesome. I mean, it was free, and it was awesome, and it was enlightening, and I was like, I had to find my way into that community. And I promise y'all, I pulled loops and holes, maybe tie some shoestrings, sign some shoes. I had to find my way into that community, and it is an amazing community filled with amazing individuals. And her Arts of Influence Masterclass, boom, drop, mind blowing, amazing. So I'm telling you, if you have questions while we're here, it's only up for 24 hours. Definitely ask her, because this is why we're here. We're here to unite as women and help and support each other. So I just had to throw that out there for a bit for my girl Jamila.
Yes. Just know that but just know, ladies, we are part of I'm a Brand, okay? I'm a Brand has helped me to explode and blow up my influence. If it wasn't for I'm a Brand, I wouldn't be sitting here right now with this movement, okay? So she is the plug, y'all. Get plugged in to I'm a Brand. And I do have a question coming in from the lovely Nakia Parker, my girl Julia Sissy. And she asked, what helps you, Jamila, to stay consistent? What keeps you so motivated?
Okay, so that's a great question, because a lot of people, what I find, a lot of entrepreneurs, they have this idea, and it's not even entrepreneurs, I think more so entrepreneurs. A lot of entrepreneurs have these ideas, and I'm sorry if I'm kicking somebody in the teeth right now, but you need to hear this. A lot of entrepreneurs, they have these ideas and they're like, oh, I want to start this business, or I want to join this opportunity, and they join, they don't see success, and then they give it up. I told you my story about how I launched the idea, and then I wasn't quite seeing it, and then I moved on to something else, and then I had to come back to it. My life came full circle. So one of the things that helps me stay consistent is understanding the vision, understanding that I begin with the end in mind. I begin with this overall vision. I am a visionary. So it's really, it's for me, it's a gift and a curse at the same time, because I see the end result. I see what it's supposed to be. Like, I was given the vision and I understand what it's going to turn into. However, the disconnect is where I am right now. So here's where I want to be. Here's where I am. This disconnect, this space right here, is where the frustration sets in. It's where the doubt sets in. This space right here is where the fear sets in. Yeah. And so one of the things you have to do in order to stay consistent is keep this vision in mind. Keep this why. Your why is going to fuel you. Your why is going to fill this disconnect right there. As you're building, as you're closing the gap, your why, your eye on the prize, your eye on this vision is going to close that gap slowly and slowly. And so one of the things that I do is, when I find myself doubting, because I have doubts, I have fears, I have insecurities. When I find myself doubting my vision, and when I find myself doubting myself, I have to go back to that time, and I have to go back to the shower moment and realize that I was divinely inspired. I promise you, this was a gift from God. I was divinely inspired, and I understand that He is not going to give me the vision without providing the provision. So, boom to you.
You know, when I do the booms, I just attack them, y'all. I do like 4 booms, boom, boom. That's not really what she does, but that's my version, okay? So that was some bombs dropped. Hello, I hope y'all taking notes. This is a powerhouse. Her links are in the comments. If you guys can think of anything for her during the summit, this is your chance to ask her any question that you want to about what she's doing, her mission, her passion, her why, anything that you want to ask about how you can get connected. Go for it, ladies. This is your opportunity. Any other questions in there, Julie? I don't think so. I think that's it, right?
Yeah, that's that.
Question that we have. So awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Jamila, for gracing our virtual stage. Girl, thanks for inspiring us. So we are going to move forward to our next powerhouse business owner. I have personally, let me get in my testimony, purchased from her, from the crafting of her very own hands, y'all. She is awesome, the talented Shantae Lister Mitchell. She is the owner, founder, and formulator, y'all, of Class and Elegance Bath and Body Care LLC. And she is going to stop by with y'all and share some nuggets about how you can supercharge your 2018. Go ahead and take the stage, Shantae.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Welcome, and thank you for joining us for this beautiful summit founded by Dallas Gordon. So Dallas, thank you so much for inviting me. This is indeed a pleasure. And I just want to say very quickly, I am a part of Dallas community, Make the Shift, and then also with Jamila. I also am someone who has benefited from the I Am a brand, and Jamila is the real deal. So thank you both. And so for those of you who don't know me, my name is Shantae Lister Mitchell, and I am the owner, founder, and formulator of Class and Elegance Bath and Body Care, where we use a combination of a natural, organic, and locally sourced ingredients to transform your life. We impact the lives of others by bringing solutions to your bath, body, and skincare needs. And so I just want to share a little bit with you about myself and what I do. And Jamila talked about that passion, you guys. And so I am so grateful. My heart is just overjoyed today because I have this desire and this passion on the inside of me that will not go away. And it is directly from the creator of everything. And so I have this passion to custom make bath care products for you to help you on your wellness journey. That is my why. And so I have been doing this for several years. And why I'm so excited is that I get to use ingredients from God's kitchen. And what is God's kitchen? The earth. I get to use flowers, lavender, calendula, coconut oil, and all of these beautiful essential oils to help you. And so I just want to kind of share with you a little bit about how I got started. As a young girl, my father was an entrepreneur, and he would always host these karate tournaments. And so I would sell food and things like that. But I also sold products door to door with my cousin. I would take things from my mother's closet and my aunt's closet, old purses and things that they didn't want. And me and my cousin would go and sell door to door. And I also had this love of creation where I would go through my mother's perfumes, my grandmother's perfumes, my aunt's perfumes. And then I started mixing different things. I started learning about these benefits of essential oils, which are plant-based. And they come from the leaves and the flowers and the bark of these different elements that God has gifted us with. And so I started kind of playing around, and I'll be really honest with you guys. I didn't know what I was doing at the beginning because I was using mineral oil. Now, if you know anything about mineral oil, it sits on top of the skin. And I see Kara over there laughing because she knows you really shouldn't be using that. It just kind of sits on there. So what would happen is that I would make these bath oils and the essential oils would float on the top because I didn't really know what I was doing. I would shake it up and just use it on my body. And I made it as gifts for people, and they loved it. And I just started learning and doing my research, doing the work. And also I have a goddaughter that suffered from eczema. And so her mother forgot her oatmeal bath. And you guys, I just custom created one from hand, by hand. And I realized that this journey served a greater purpose. And so what I want to let you know, for those of you that are aspiring entrepreneurs, the gifts that you have, they are God-given, and they're not just for you, they're to serve others. There is someone that's in need of your voice. They're in need of your encouragement. If you're a motivational speaker, we just had the opportunity to hear from Dallas and from Jamila, and you have Dallas, who's a marketing guru, and then you have Jamila that helps you with your brand building. And so there are people in this world that are yearning to receive your gifts that you have. And so I want to encourage you, whatever it is, no matter if you think it's something little, it could be baking a cake. I mean, just think about it. We have entrepreneurs, motivational speakers that use their mouth to bring life, to give encouragement, to uplift people. There is so many beautiful gifts on the inside of you. And so I just want to remind you that someone needs your gift. They need your voice. They need your talents. And so that is what I am here to do today, just to encourage you and to let you know that what I do for you. And so I encourage you to follow me at CE Bath Body on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and then also www.cebathbody.com. And you guys, what I want to do for those of you that are joining, if you will go on my website, www.cebathbody, and complete the custom form. Let me know who you are, your email address, and let me know what it is that you want to learn more about for your bath, body, and skincare needs. And what I will do is I'm going to custom create a VIP section on my website where I just give some simple DIY recipes that you can make yourself to help to uplift you throughout the day when you're taking your wonderful bubble baths. Something as simple as an Epsom salt bath with lavender essential oil can help you feel so much better. It can help to relax you and rejuvenate you. And so I want to let you know about why I partnered with the Girl Ignite and Power Movement. I know these ladies from other communities. I'm a part of Dallas community. I also have followed Jamila and have benefited Tammy Francis Donaldson. And so these are beautiful women that are so loving and encouraging, and they want to just share. This is not just about making a sale. They care about you. They care about your wellness. They care about women and our health overall. And so I joined this movement. I hope that you will join this movement and just be a blessing to someone. Someone needs your light. Someone needs your love. And so Once again, my name is Shantae Lister Mitchell. For those of you that are coming in, I am the owner, founder, and formulator of Class and Elegance Bath and Body Care. And I want to make sure that I don't miss anything. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments section. And if I don't get to them now, I will go back, as Dallas said, and I will answer those questions. But you guys, I just want to let you know that you are beautiful. And as Jamila said, you know, that fear and everything kicks in. I go through that as well. Do whatever it is you need to do to walk in your gift and your purpose. Do it scared, but do it, and collaborate so you can feel the energy and the love and the kindness from all the other women that are collaborating with you. And so once again, if you have any questions, let me know. Make sure that you connect with me at www.cebathbody.com, and I am going to custom make that VIP section for you. But I need you to send that form for me online with your email address, letting me know what it is. Do you want to learn more about skincare? Do you want to learn more about exfoliation? Do you want to learn more about how you can relax after a hard day work? Please let me know. Something as simple as a lavender steam facial, which I did this morning, can help benefit you and relax you and send you on your way. So Dallas, thank you again for allowing me to come in. These are such beautiful women, and I am just honored to be a part of such an exceptional panel of women. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Shantae. Whoop, 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 whoop. She's awesome, lady. She's awesome. I have to go into and fill out my form so that you can customize something for me specifically. Yes. I have already experienced the product, but I would definitely love to have something tailor-made for me. Sometimes us ladies, we overlook taking care of ourselves. And it's so important that we take that time for ourselves. I'm guilty of it too, where I'm not taking time for my baths, which I love, and things that make me feel good from the inside out. So we really appreciate you. Thank you so much for sharing your story. And we're going to go to Julia because we did have a couple questions for you popping into the comments, Shantae. I've already shared your links and your social media handle as well. So go ahead, Julia.
Yes, we had a few questions. We have one from Tasha. Tasha wants to know, do you make deodorant?
You know what, Tasha? I do not make deodorant at present, but I'll be honest, I've made my own, but I just haven't put it in a package. And so I've had several people asking me about that. And so now I'm thinking maybe that's something that I need to go ahead and package up. So I will definitely keep that in mind. I in my own things. And so that is definitely something that I will think about doing going forward. So yeah, just keep following me at CE Bath Body. And Tasha, I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted. Complete that form online, and I'll keep you posted. If you want me to, I can custom make something for you individually. Even if I don't have it online, I can custom make it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Shantae. And we had one more question. Nakia Parker says, what type of advice do you have for passionate crafters to expose themselves to get rid of the gifts and family and friends to turn it into a profitable business?
I know that what I did was I started making products for my family and friends, and they were kind of like my guinea pigs at the beginning. And so I started just making things for them and letting them try the products. They would come to me and tell me, you know, I have eczema, or I have psoriasis, or I'm having some irritation on my skin. And so once I tested it out on them and then other friends and family, they would give me their feedback. Once they gave me their feedback, I will go ahead and start packaging. So a lot of the products that I have, they are created, they're actually birthed from friends and families that had certain issues. And what I'll do is once it works on them and I've received their testimony, that's how you can start packaging up your products. Make sure you do the research. Right now, I am in the process of becoming a certified aromatherapist. So make sure you do the work. Make sure you test it out on others, and go to your local farmers markets and things of that nature, and start making products and selling there, and going to different venues to vendor and things of that nature. And you could look up wholesale bottles, wholesale supplies, wholesale essential oils. And there's, several different companies out there that you could go through. Make sure you do research on them as well. And try to use as much as you can natural and organic products. So hopefully that helped. And if you have other questions, Nakia, please connect with me at www.cebathbody.com, and then I can answer more questions for you as well.
Awesome. Thank you, Shantae.
Do you want to take that last question, Julia, that was in there? I think that might be helpful for.
Gotcha. So Valencia wants to ask, what does Shane have to say about the special time for ourselves?
Yes, Valencia, what I will say is that so important that you put back, you replenish yourself. Because I always say that as women, we are the caregivers of the world. We really do run the world. Who runs the world? Girls, we run the world, women, queens. And so I have something on my Facebook page, Class and Elegance Bath and Body Care, where I did this. It was a Bathtub Chronicles collection. And so I, encourage you to go and watch those. I share do-it-yourself recipes on how you can replenish yourself. Take some time, 15 to 20 minutes a day, to take a little bath. Showers are great, but when you get in the shower, just get in and get out. Take some time to light some candles from Kara Young, okay? Those are such wonderful handcrafted candles. I have Kara's candles, and I turn off the lights. I draw a warm bath. I put a little bit of my products in there, but I also do my own combination sometimes. Sometimes I'll use my milk bath blend. Sometimes I'll use my Epsom salt blend, or I will custom make just depending on how I feel. But bath time is a time for you to reflect and to make sure that you are practicing that self-care, to relax, to unwind, turn down the lights, turn on a little bit of jazz music, light some candles. And when I'm there, I'm telling you guys, I receive so many different creative ideas because there's no noise. I drown out the noise. But not only that, guys, please make sure that you're exercising every day, and if you can't do it every day, try to do 3 times a day. I am doing that now. I had to get on myself about not exercising, not doing it every day, but I am starting back doing that. Drink your herbal teas. You guys have my herbal tea right here. And that's going inside your body to replenish you and fuel you. So that's what I have to say about that me time, that special time for you. So just make sure that you are loving yourself, because you are the greatest gift that you can give to this world, a healthy, beautiful you.
Oh, wow. Have y'all ladies been taking notes now? Let me just tell you what's so special about what Shantae does, what Jamila does, what I do, and what all the ladies who are about to share with you do. We all putting our passion on it. Okay. That's my new saying. Put your passion on it. You're not just hearing from any old person in the world that wants to make stuff with their hands. You're hearing from somebody who is actually passionate about her ingredients. She stands for something. You hear me? She's not saying, well, I just make stuff in my kitchen and hopefully you like it. No, this girl is on fire about her business. You can tell that she loves what she does. She cares about you. She cares about your skin. She cares about your results. She cares about you taking time out for yourself. Okay, so these are not just any old business owners on this panel. These are business owners, okay, who are passionate about what they do. When they show up with passion. And sometimes that's what's lacking in our businesses. We have people doing a lot of things. Everybody's a coach. Everybody's a this. Everybody's a that. But not everybody knows their stuff, number one. Not everybody breathes this stuff. And not everybody is passionate about what they do. I mean, we asked her about deodorant. She reaching in her back pocket. Wait a minute. I might not have it online yet, but I got some because I already made it. Okay, who does that? She does that. Hello, pay attention. I will be on there filling out my form so that I can get my custom-made products. I will say that deodorant is a real problem for me, has always been. Not going to put my business on the street, but I'm just going to fill out my form, what I need, and things like that. So I want you ladies to do the same. So clap it up for our Shantae Lister Mitchell of Elegance Bath and Body Care. Okay, please clap it up for her. Make sure that you follow her. And we're gonna go ahead next to our next powerhouse. Okay, I'm stumbling over my words. So we have Kara Young, y'all. Okay, and I have also purchased her products. We got to support one another, all right? And even if you try someone's product out one time, y'all, you got to support so that you can tell, you can have the experience, and you can tell I'm almost down to the nitty gritty of my one candle, okay? But let me tell you, it's awesome. Especially when I have company, because I'm very vain like that. I like everything to be perfect. When I have company, I will light this candle and it will just freshen up my whole downstairs, y'all. It is heavenly. It is heavenly. And I believe the one I have is called Heaven, right, Kara? Okay, so she is the founder and she is the CEO of PS 101 Candles. And that has a very divine meaning to it. So, Kara Young, you go ahead and take the stage, Miss Lady. Let me get
what? How y'all doing and whatever? Because anybody that sees me on social media, I'm going to be nice to y'all, and I'm not going to do my Welcome Wednesdays, you know, all the shenanigans that I do, because for me, you have to laugh. So I am Kara Young, the owner, creator, CEO, the whole thing of PS 101 Soy Candles, and I am based in the wonderful state of Maryland. And PS 101 stands for the 101st Psalms. So before I get into me, I just wanted to say thank you, Dallas. Thank you, Dallas, for heeding wisdom. Thank you for listening to the words that come into you, because I know that this is not something that is only from you. It is something that was placed inside of you. And oftentimes things that are placed inside of people, they don't take the time to act on it. So thank you for heeding wisdom and listening to the word of the Lord and moving forward with this beautiful Girl Power Ignite. Like the logo, Chris did that thing. I love it. I love the pictures and everything. And all the ladies here, I have talked to them. They are all wonderful. They have all motivated me. They keep me going, because I'm in Dallas's Ecom Cash group. I'm in the Shift group. I was with Jamila in the Boom. I watch her Friday specials with Valencia when they cook it in the kitchen, because sometimes my Fridays are just dry. But when I see what they cook it in the kitchen, I'll be like, yes, I'm gonna make me something, because Jamila always has to keep a smile. And Miss Shantae Lister Mitchell, I am in love with my salve for my face, because I have rosacea, and I just put it on my face and I love it. And those cold days that we had in Maryland last week, I had my chamomile lip balm and it helped so much. So thank you for that. I love her products. Okay, so PS 101 Soy Candles, where we started. We started about 3 or 4 years ago, just making candles, playing around, because I would actually buy candles like people buy groceries. Literally, I would have a pantry with just candles. It was a shame. It was ridiculous. I was addicted to it, but I like the variety. I like the smells and things like that. Then I was like, there has to be another way. I can't keep spending $20 on a candle, one candle for $20 and then another. I couldn't keep doing it. So I said, just let me look into some stuff. So like everybody else, you just start, you play around, you see things. And I was like, oh, this is really fun. But then I was doing that, and I was doing a number of other things. So I wasn't really focused on it. It wasn't my main goal at that time. I was just doing it because I liked it. People liked it. I would sell them or give them away or whatever. But my grandmother, my angel, my heart, she would always, every time I would, because I lived in West Virginia, so every time I would come down to Maryland and I would go to a show, I would always take whatever was left and I would give it to her. And she just loved the fragrance. She's like, just do this, just do this. And for like 2 years, I didn't listen. I was like, yeah, I'll do it. I'm just, I'm trying to do this and this. And she passed last December. And when she passed last December, December 4th, my whole foundation was shook. Because I just, sometimes you have people that just going to live forever. Sorry. And she always motivated me and supported me. And I just kind of felt empty. But my mom and I went to her house after she passed, and she had the very first spray that I ever made beside her bed. It was completely empty. And she had another spray, but it was completely empty and it was beside her bed. And then she had a bunch of other melts throughout her house. So I said, okay, I'm gonna heed wisdom. I won't allow another opportunity to not heed wisdom and not do something that I so love. Because as a child, my grandmother, I vividly remember being 12 years old and having a bottle of Gucci perfume. Hello? So she exposed me to all these fragrances. She would take me on trips, and she was all into oils, essential oils and everything. Like Shantae said, she was into all kinds of fragrances. She was the only senior citizen that I knew that never smelled like a senior. Y'all know what I'm talking about, because some of them smell like that. Genite is not cute. Okay, I'm over it. But she would always, she just had so many different smells. So as younger, I would just play around, drove my mother crazy. Like my grandmother would say, you smell like a French hooker. But because I would have so many different fragrances. So as I began to, I said, at that moment, I said, this is what I'm going to do. So I was praying about it, driving home from work, and different names came in my head. But just like Jamila was saying, it was divine intervention. It was divine wisdom. Because as I'm thinking and I'm writing things out, Psalms 101 came in my head. And if anybody has time to read it in the Message version. Because in the Message version, it just makes it very, very clear and very, very plain. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Live your life positively. Don't let people deposit negativity in your life. All that you do it with love. You do it with passion. You do it for a purpose. You don't just jump out there and do it. So that is what we stand on. That is my brand. That is who we are. And we do it, and we do it well. Because we want to, because we enjoy it. So yes, many people make candles. There are candle makers all over the place. And I've gleaned a lot of things from Jamila. But Jamila has this one video when she was in the car and she had the words going in front of the car. And Jamila said, don't compare your chapter 1. Don't compare their chapter 1 to your chapter 30 or vice versa. Which way? Other way. Don't compare your chapter 30 to their chapter 1, right? No, your chapter 1 to their chapter 30. Okay, there we go. But when she said that, it just stuck with me, because so many people get so caught up with the idea of, well, if I do it, it's 15 other people doing it. So what? You find your niche. And I don't have special jars or anything like that. And I don't get these lavish jars, because I'm more concerned with the product. I'm more concerned with what the content is inside of the jar. So it doesn't matter if 20 other people make candles. I know what Kara does. And Kara has a creation and a love and a passion for smells. I do different things with smells that sometimes blow my mind, because it's like I have some melts that are called She Tried It, and all my names have a meaning. And within this candle, within this melt, I use Starbucks coffee and lime basil mango. Sounds like an odd combination, right? I see your face, Dallas, but it smells amazing. I went to one event and this one lady smelled it and she bought 5 of them, because she was like, I just have to have it all over my house. So what we do is we not only do we make candles, but we do it so that it gives us an opportunity to be able to talk to people, to be able to share the good news, to be able to share our passion for fragrances and to share our growth, because we have evolved to this. We weren't here. We didn't start here. You have to start somewhere. So I wanted to be a part of the Girl Power Ignite, because the women on this panel are amazing. Do you understand? I don't think for the people that are watching, because unless you're in the groups that interact with these ladies on a regular basis, you wouldn't understand. But these women have so much to pour into you. And for me to be able to be a part of it was truly an honor and a pleasure. I was so grateful. I am so grateful and thankful. So to another entrepreneur or another young woman or older woman or whomever, man, child, don't let your yes be yes and your no be no. That is the word of God. So if your yes is, this is what I want to do it. If your no is, this is not what I want to do, don't do it. But make your vision, write your vision and make it plain. Don't compare yourself to other people. What you do is going to be for you. I like to say, God didn't bless me with a turn signal, okay? I stay in my lane. That's what I have to do. So oftentimes you have to do what you do. Do what works for you. Don't quit. Don't let fear interact, because fear is an action. fear is not an action. So don't be its verb. You know how you say a verb is an action? Don't let that be your action. Don't let that be your life. Ignite yourself. Your girls, your women, your queens, your princesses, your divas, your all of these things. Don't let this and something that somebody tells you, don't let stinking thinking ruin you, because you could change the world. You could change the environment. You could be like Miss Shantae and have just wonderful products, because I just know she's going to be all over the place. She's going to be in Whole Foods. She's going to have her own storefront, because her products are amazing, because she puts herself into it. So thank you all. And if you want to see us, we are in the process of launching we're in the process of launching our website. So we just have a few more tweaks that we need to do, thanks to Dallas and her Shopify series. So we're in the process of finishing up our website, and we will be www.ps101soycandles.com. That is www.ps101soycandles.com. And all of our social media handles. And if you want to see all of our Welcome Wednesday foolery, join us at PS101 Soy Candles on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you all.
Okay, thank you, Kara. Thank you so very much. I love, 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 love your personality. Like, you are so bubbly and so funny. Like, if we get in the room together, we just be laughing all day, literally. Yeah. So really quick, before I ask you any of the questions that are in the comment, what made you want to connect with Girl Power Ignite?
Just the women that are here they're amazing. So just to be able to be a part, because you know how sometimes you don't really want, like if you go to a concert or you do something, you don't really want to see the show. Sometimes you just want to be in the midst of people. Like I'm one of those people. I'm a firm believer. I have a love and a passion for Christ, right? So for me, I'm one of those people where the wonderful women in this environment right here in this summit, these women, if one of them has an umbrella, if you have an umbrella, Julia, if Dallas has an umbrella, if there's an umbrella, I'm just ready for the blessings to fall down. You understand? So oftentimes you just want to be a part of something, because once you're a part of it, then you continue to build and build and build.
Thank you. I love that. Girl, I share my blessings with you all the time. So we do have a few questions for you. So I didn't write the names down because you guys are filling those comments in. So we appreciate y'all. Y'all are rolling in. Okay. So one of them was, does soy burn cleaner?
Yes. Soy does burn so much cleaner. It has been said, some people say that it's a fact. I don't want to say it's a fact because I'm not a scientist. And until I see a scientist's name behind it, I won't quote it as a fact, but I will say that it has said that burning paraffin candles for an extended period of time is just like having a diesel engine in your house. Does that make sense? Like a diesel engine running in your house.
Gotcha.
So soy burns cleaner. Actually, when you burn a candle, when you burn a soy candle, whether it's I can't say anyone else's, but when you burn a soy candle, because literally I only use soy flakes, cotton wicks, and fragrance oil. I don't put any chemicals, no additives, cruelty-free, kosher, vegan. I don't put anything else in it. So I use chemical-free fragrances as well. So when you burn a candle, you can put your hand in it, put on some lotion, not on your face, but you can put, get them little elbows and them little kneecaps, get them all ready to go. So yes, it burns 100% clean. Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. The next question was, what's your opinion on the proper way to extinguish candles?
Oh, well, glad you asked. So when it comes to burning candles, it drives me crazy, and I have to get on my husband all the time because he likes to just blow it. I'm like, don't do that. See this handy dandy candle here, right? Mm-hmm. See the lid? Mm-hmm. Extinguish it. Never, ever, ever blow out a candle, because when you do that, if you've been burning a candle for 2-3 hours, and like Dallas said, when she has good girlfriends come over or family comes over, you wasted the time to fill this room with this beautiful fragrance, and you're going to put smoke in it. Good morning. Why would you do that? So yes.
Okay, just put the lid right on. And Valencia would like to know more about how you mix the candles and what flavors are available. Also, do you do custom flavors?
We will be doing custom flavors, yes, ma'am. So we are currently in our tiny house, is what we call it. We have a shed in our backyard. It's about a 12 by 16. So we don't have our candles and our waxes are not associated with any type of food or nuts or anything like that. So we burn everything outside away from anything else. So of course, we burn it in small batch. We melt them in small batches to keep the consistency of the fragrances. And right now we have 14 spray fragrances, 10 candles, and 11 melts. So everything will be on the website, Ms. Valencia. I am in the process of finishing. I just have to take some more photos of the products, and you will be able to, if you have an idea of some fragrances that I don't have, because you know I go all the way left with some fragrances. Here's another example, and I'm not telling everybody my secrets because it's a secret. Don't tell nobody. But I have another one that I'm working on that I actually call Harlem 1977. Why I call it Harlem 1977, I'm not sure. It's just what it reminds me of. But it has frankincense and myrrh, a little bit of red banana, and sweet patchouli, right? Very odd combination, but it reminds me of kind of that time. Granted, I was only 2, but it reminds me of that time. So, okay. Yes.
Awesome. You rock. There is one more question and I kind of want to ask to myself. I'm sorry. It's just the flavor. Can you eat the candles? Are they edible?
No.
You said they made from soy.
If we can, I'm going downstairs and get my snack right.
I had these little smelly beans and bears at one point, and I would have to put, because people thought they were marshmallows, so I had to put "do not eat," because when they smelled them, they thought they could eat it. I'm like, no, don't, do not eat.
Oh, thank you so much, Kara. We appreciate you. You really dropped some nuggets on us today, girl, and it was so motivational. And at one point, I was going to drop a tear. I don't know why you had to do that to all of us, but so awesome, lady. Thank you so much for gracing our virtual stage. Your products are rock star. They're awesome. The presentation, the packaging completely will blow your mind. She puts a lot of love and passion on what she does. And I had to take some notes. First of all, she has used, ladies, and I hope you caught that. A lot of us have lost someone very, 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 very special to us in our lives. Y'all heard me whine about losing my dad, okay? And I laugh now on the summit, but it's a very, very, very hard loss for me. And I was just on an interview yesterday, and we were talking about using your pain and turning that into your power. Hint, hint, Renee. Hello. Which is my book that is coming out very soon. It's going to drop in next month. I'm super excited. This book has literally taken me a lifetime to write because I've had manuscript after manuscript, and God actually placed Renee in my life to take me to the next level. And I have some others like Valencia who have also helped me on this journey. See, ladies, that's the power of collaboration. You may have had something in you for years that needs to be unlocked. And until you meet the right person that God has deposited that right thing in, until then, it doesn't ignite itself. When I came into contact with these ladies, they saw that vision in me. They saw that book in me. They saw that writer in me. And they were like, how can I be a part of this journey? How can we get you going, girl? Okay, because you need to stop sitting on these books. You got to release it. But she took the passing of her grandmother. And it touches me because I did similar. She took that and she turned the losing of that dear family member of hers. And instead of allowing it to be her setback, y'all, she put some passion on it. It allowed, that situation propelled her forward. That situation ignited something in her. That situation made her grind harder. That situation made her do everything that grandma would have wanted her to do. So you have two choices in life. You can either let what hurts you to lay you out in the street somewhere as roadkill and just let it roll you over a million times, or you can get up, wake up, let your passion be ignited, live the life that that family member wants you to live. Pour into others. Okay, pour into others. It will make you feel so much better when you do that. And all of these talented people, do I hear a girl power convention coming up? where you can walk around and you can meet these different ladies. You can sample their products. You can have some people up on the live stage. I can see it, y'all. I can see it coming. And let's see what else I wrote down here. Just don't forget, before I move on to our next speaker, be careful who you rub shoulders with. Be careful who you rub shoulders with. I see Jamila. Some of these ladies on this panel, y'all, these are my friends. These are people that I rub shoulders with on a daily basis. So sometimes you ask questions, how did those people get where they are, doing what they do? How did they think of doing something so great? How did they pull this off? If you hang around with greatness, honey, you will be great. Watch who the company that you're keeping. Those friends, and we're not knocking those friends, but those friends who have no dreams, they always complaining about celebrities and the latest news, and they always watching trash TV. And I'm guilty of that in my downtime, but we're not gonna go there. But I'm just saying, those friends that are always those friends that are always talking about that, and that's the only news that they have today, is what such and such did last week, and it's negative and it's not positive, and they're not going where you're going, honey. You're gonna have to cut those people loose and start rubbing shoulders with greatness.
And to add to that, Dallas, I'm sorry, to not only do you have to be careful of who you rub shoulders with, sometimes the best way to achieve your next is to be silent. And sometimes you have to be able to see SEE above SEA. You got to be able to see above sea level. Everything isn't for everybody. So if you drop your nuggets and you drop your passion and you drop your purpose into someone else, don't get mad because someone else is living your dream. Sometimes you have to keep quiet.
Hello. Wow. Okay. I got chills and I'm speechless. That's some good stuff. I hope y'all taking some notes, because when you walk away from this summit today, your life should be transformed. We can't change enough. We can't grow enough. I mean, I got chill bumps, y'all. I got my pen and paper and I'm taking notes here as these ladies are dropping bombs. You know, some people, they're not the people for you to be sharing your vision with. They're not the people to be giving your pearls to and your diamonds to. Like Kara says, sometimes it's best to stay silent. Whoa, let's marinate on that for a bit while I pull up this information. Thank you so much, Kara. We appreciate you. You have deposited so much into us. Let's give Kara, y'all, some hand claps. Guys, come on. We are encouraging you. If you are getting some summit, and this is blessing your socks off today, don't you be stingy. Share this out and invite as many people as possible. We encourage you to continue to share and invite. So next up is Mandy Williams, y'all. Okay. She is a life coach and certified health coach and the owner and CEO of Rebuild Your Health. Now, let me tell you a little something about Mandy, y'all. She don't play. All right. I'm just going to put it out there. When it comes to being healthy and stepping up to the plate and doing what you need to do, the girl don't play, okay? I'm just going to let you know. She's all about getting you the results you want. And let me tell you something else about Mandy. She's not all about selling you, okay? I had some conversations with her, some heated conversations in the inbox about my lack of water drinking and things that I need to do. So she wasn't anxious to just sell me a product, y'all. She was anxious to get me healthy, to doing things that I needed to do. And I have never forgotten those conversations. And that's somebody who is passionate about their product and their people who use it. So I am, without further ado, Mandy Williams, we welcome you to this virtual stage. Go ahead, girl. Let me move myself out.
Hey, everybody. Can y'all hear me? Just want to make sure you guys can hear me. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, you can. Oh, my goodness. Oh, before I even going to say who's Mandy, oh, my God, to Dallas G. Dallas G. Oh, my God. The one thing I can always tell you, and I will tell you, young lady, continue to be obedient to God, because whatever he's doing through you, oh my God, is extending to so many other women. Really quickly, I know I'm not supposed to do this, but if you guys missed her yesterday, she did an interview with Keisha Bass, and my goodness, I watched that interview twice. Like, it was really, really good. So you guys really need to go check that out if you want to be a business owner, or if you just want to step out of fear and just step out on faith. Definitely take a look at that. To Jamila, the boom queen. Oh, there's so much stuff that I personally learned from you. Thank you so, so much for everything that you do. Julia, again, the dance queen. I call her the dance queen. And whenever I just want to feel pumped, all I have to do is just to inbox her, and she will just come up with these crazy quotes, or just something that her and I could talk about. Thank you so much for that. And to all the amazing ladies on here, one thing I will tell you, thank you so much for stepping out on faith. Thank you for believing in yourself. Thank you for do not letting the left, right, or whoever is on the side stop you from grinding. You keep going. And I believe in everything that each and every single one of you guys do. And I will be purchasing from every single one of you guys. I want a candle. I want something from a face. You name it. I promise you guys there will be a purchase coming between now and the next couple of weeks. So thank you guys for all that you do. Who is Mandy? My name is Mandy Williams. I am a certified health coach and a mom of 3 boys. I have an autism son. He's 16 years old, and he accepted his presidential scholarship yesterday to UConn. So let me tell you something, how excited I am about that, because I was told that he will never be amount to anything. There was so much negative thing that was talked to my son, but I decided, no, that's not going to happen. And he got a full scholarship yesterday to UConn, and we're waiting for 4 more university, and I can't wait to hear from them. So I know he's going to have options. So trust me, when I say believe in yourself, is something I walk, breathe, and I speak it over my kids each and every single day. I'm an owner of Rebuild Your Health, and let me tell you a little bit, I'm not going to cry, I'm going to hold that together, of why I started Rebuild Your Health. At 23 years old, I lost my closest friend, my closest, dearest friend, a close best friend of mine. Her name is Kara, and Kara went to college, just like most of us do. The problem it is that when we went to college, you know, mom and dad used to make her doctor's appointment. She was not doing any doctor's appointment when she went to college. She went straight to college, and then she came back and doing an internship, and I was responsible for training her. Now with that training, we built a very close relationship. She walked in one day to me in my office, I'll never forget it, and she said, Mandy, I have not used the bathroom in 4 weeks. And I remember saying, what do you mean? And she said, I have not used the bathroom in 4 weeks. And my mom is a registered nurse. I pick up the phone, I call my mom, and I said, I've never heard of this. I need your help. And I explained to my mom what's going on. My mom said to me, I need you to touch her tummy. I did. And you could literally feel all the fecal matter in her stomach. My mom said, right away, I need you to take her to the emergency room. I said, what? My mom said, I need you to get her to the emergency room right now. Don't ask me any questions. Just get her to the emergency room. I said, okay. But I'm like, okay, we got to go to the emergency room. And Kara said, I don't have any insurance. I said, you don't have any insurance? You work? What do you mean? This company give insurance all the time. What do you mean you don't have any insurance? Why didn't you sign up for insurance when you started? And I started going at her, and then it came back to me like, just get her to the emergency room. But before I got her to the emergency room, I signed up for insurance right then and there. You could get it right away. We brought her in. The thing is, she's so young. They're looking at her body. They're like, oh, we don't know what's going on. Maybe it's a cyst or something that happened with her. Unfortunately, this beautiful young lady had ovarian cancer and had absolutely no idea. She stopped going to her OBGYN, you know, after she went off to college, haven't been to the doctor. That's why I say it's so important. And this is why health and wellness is so important for you guys, to do your health checkup every single year. That's why I breathe it. That's why I talk it. It's not only for men. It's not only for women. It's also for kids. And that is the reason why every single time everyone asks me, why are you so passionate about it? Because she was diagnosed with ovarian cancer in February, right before her birthday. And by that October, I was burying her. It was the most difficult thing for me. It breaks me. Oh, let me tell you, I could not go back to work because we were so close. We were so close, very, very close knit. It was difficult at me at work. They had to transfer me out of there, and I had to go to another section of it. And so when I tell you, when you hear me say, go to the doctor every year, get your primary care, make sure you have your internist, make sure you have your OBGYN, make sure you're talking to your doctor, make sure you're asking your question, make sure if you have those slight headaches and if your body is moving a different way, you're like, What's going on? Don't just second guess it. Go to the doctor. Even if you have to, just go and find out what's going on. Fast forward. So I have been in health and wellness for, I would say, honestly, 9 years. So it's not just something that sometimes people might see, oh, she just sells something. No, been in it for 9 years. Partner with an amazing company, and for an entire year, study all the products that I were using and making sure that whatever I'm giving my client is the real deal. And I went ahead and certified myself as a health coach to make sure that whatever questions my clients are asking, I know what I'm talking about, not just selling, but know what I'm talking about. So health and wellness became a huge, huge passion for me. And my why is to save people's life. That's my why. A lot of times people say, well, is it not your kids? My why is to save people's life. My why is to make sure you go to the doctor. My why is to make sure you exercise. My why is to make sure women, we are dying so young. We're dying from high blood pressure, high cholesterol. We have so much on our head. And we put ourselves dead last. We put ourselves last because we take care of the husband, we take care of the friend, we take care of the kids, we take care of the house. But we do not go to make sure that we have a doctor's appointment. We do not go to make sure that we got a massage when we need to get it. We do not de-stress. Oh my goodness, we have so much stress. We have to de-stress from the daily of life to make sure that we are okay. You're never, and don't take this the wrong way, you're not a good wife or mom if you're not taking care of yourself mentally, physically, and emotionally. So why did I partner with Make a Shift? Because, oh my goodness, sorry for my kids in the background. There's some powerful women in here, from Jamila, from the beautiful Julia, from the beautiful Dallas. I have learned so much to build my business. I've learned so much to grow. I am personally going through something right now with my godson, and I have these amazing women. And why am I just coming up now? My amazing, sorry about that. I have to cut that, but that is a huge passion for my guys.
All right, now, you know when mommy duty calls. Mandy, we understand. No worries. So do you ladies have any questions for Mandy? Go ahead and put them in the comments. Thank you so much, Mandy, for sharing with us. Mandy is awesome when it comes to keeping a healthy you, ladies. She is awesome. She cares so much about her customers. It's not just about taking stuff, y'all. She's talking about taking time out for you. She's talking about mental health. She's talking about drinking enough water and exercise and all of those things. And it's so important to bring all of that to the table when you are also selling health products, okay? Not just selling health products, but you actually live this stuff, okay, every day. So I don't know if we had any other questions for Mandy at this time, but I have put Mandy's website in the comments. Also, you can follow her at Rebuild Your Health as well. So if you can think of any questions today as we go on, I don't think we had any, right, Julia? I don't think we had any, but everybody is soaking it in. If you have any questions, well, actually,
I see one. Yeah, one just came in from Lynette. Lynette says, what steps do you take to get officially certified as a health coach? Awesome question.
Well, what I did was I honestly did my research on it, and I went to Columbia University. I wanted to make sure the health coach certification that I was doing was not just something that you go online and they send you the information. I literally did my research on it. There's a lot when you do a Google, but you want to make sure when you're becoming a certified health coach, it breaks stuff down for you. And so I did mine with Columbia University here in New York because I wanted to make sure that what I'm learning is health, it's mental, it's not just product based, but it's about health, it's about emotional, it's about spiritual. So my process took me 12 months for it to get complete. It was not a 3-month process, and they're different ones. There are a lot of different ones, but I wanted to make sure I will spend the right money, which I did, to make sure that whatever I'm learning, I'm going to make sure that I can use it to impact my clients as well. And so that's what I did when I went to do mine. There are many out there, so many out there, but again, research them first, and make sure that make sure it's a connect for you, and it's something that you could use with your client, not just There's some fly-by-day ones that are out there, but you want to make sure you research the ones that you're going to do first and how you're going to use it to impact your client's life. And now that I'm finished, now my kids are stop crying. Do y'all see how that works? The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. Like
it happens all the time.
They were so good when everybody else was talking. And the moment Mimi started talking, all of a sudden my 2-year-old, and I'm looking at him like, wait a minute, you were good through Jamila, you were good through everyone else. And here I come, and you're like, ooh, okay.
You know how kids are, okay? You know, you talk, then they want to get loud. They want to get loud over you. You know, you know how they are. They wait till you get on the phone and want to get loud. So thank you so much, Mandy, Powerhouse Healthcare Powerhouse, for taking over our stage. Let's clap it up for Mandy. Ladies, if you can think about any additional questions that you have for her, definitely comment, and we will be sure to post those tips from Mandy and those responses on the fan page as we go along, okay? So we're going to move along with our time because we want you guys to enjoy your Saturday after this. So we're going to move on to our next powerhouse, and that is Lila Arthur, y'all. Okay, let me just say, y'all, she been rocking our business before I even thought about it. Okay, and this is the hardest working lady, seriously, that I know. Like, she, okay, does not play when it comes to getting the job done. She is a powerhouse when it comes to hitting her goals and making it happen. She is simply unstoppable, guys, okay? Let me tell you a little bit about Lila Arthur. She is a licensed insurance agent. She is a financial educator, as well as she is the founder and CEO of Arthur Cleaning. And she has been to my home many times with her company to get my house spick and span many times. I'm so grateful to have her in my life, guys. And I'm going to let you take the stage, Lila Arthur.
Y'all can hear me? Okay, great. All right, so as Dallas said, I am a licensed a life insurance agent on my way to get my PNC, a property and casual license, soon my health license, get totally licensed, and my securities, my investment license as well. How I started and why I got started in this business was 2005. December, actually November, end of November 2005, which you all know what that's close to what Christmas season, right? I was at work. I had dropped my cell phone in the toilet at work, and I'm on the phone with T-Mobile at the time. I was with T-Mobile, and I'm like, okay, I want to get another phone, but I want another phone for free. I don't want to pay for another phone. And they was like, well, you need to go to actually T-Mobile store. So on my lunch break at work, I dot out, leave out and run to the actual mall, and I go to the mall, and then I go to the kiosk, and they're like, well, you can't get a free phone from here. You need to go to the actual store. I'm like, that's what they told me on the phone. What am I even doing? What am I doing here? So I leave out of there to rush to go to a store, coming down the escalator, and I run into this guy, Eugene Crawley, who actually talked to me about the insurance business. And he was like, you're looking to make some extra income. And I'm like, it's Christmas time. Yes. Yeah, and I work a full-time job and still don't make enough money. Yeah, I'm interested in making some extra income. And it was like, to me, y'all, that was God sent, because they told me on the phone to go to an actual store, and I went to the mall anyway. So me running into him that day was God sent. That was just God giving me a way of escape, which I didn't know. And I'm going to share with you why this was so important at that time. So needless to say, I went and sat down, looked at the opportunity that he talked to me about. I got involved. Less than a year later, that same job that I had been on for 6.5 years, working weekends, working overtime, not seeing my children. I had 2 small children at the time, seeing them only 2 hours a day. After they get home from school, you get home from work, feed them dinner and do homework. I wasn't spending time with my children. So, but that same job, by August of that year, called me on my cell phone when I was out sick for 2 days and told me I have a job. I was like, what? What do you mean I have a job? So I was already doing the company that I work for, which is Primerica Financial Services. I was already doing it part-time. And at that point, I had a decision to make. Do I go full-time? Do I continue to allow a JOB, is what I call it, to determine whether or not I can feed my kids, whether I can have a roof over my head? And I was just like, I can't keep doing this. I'm 38 years old. I've been all my life working for somebody else. It's time for me to do something for me. And so at that time is when I went full time, and I've been with Primerica ever since. There's no other company. Some people choose to go to other companies and they choose to do other things, but I choose to do what's right for my clients. And so that's where I've been. The reason I'm so passionate about, people be like, well, you know, I'm not passionate about insurance, but what people don't understand is last year, over 300 something people died in just the city of Baltimore. 90% of them didn't have life insurance. So that means 90% of them relied on somebody else to feed their kids, to bury them, to take out loans, to do things, to service something that they could have done themselves had they just put $40, $50 a month away to make sure that their families was taken care of. So yes, I'm very passionate about this. Too many GoFundMe loans out here. Every time you turn around, somebody got a GoFundMe up for something that we could have did. You think about it on a daily basis, most people blow $100 a month. So you can't tell me you can't take half of that and make sure that services are prepared for you, that you make sure that somebody else feeds your children. Because what most people don't understand is we love our children. We're as women, we're out here doing this because of our children. You know, I started this business because I wasn't bringing in enough to make sure that I can take care of my kids the way they deserve to be taken care of. So if that's how I feel about my children, who else is going to feel that about my kids when I'm gone? Who else is going to feed my kids? Who else is going to make sure that my kids can have whatever they want? Nobody. So it's up to us to make sure that we leave behind the finances to make sure that those children still can live a lifestyle that we already give them, or even better. And I want my children to have a better lifestyle. I want my children to have a legacy. I want my children to have a business. The reason why I stayed in Primerica is because I want my children to be able to reap from what I built, where there's no other company that can do that. So therefore, that's why I do what I'm doing. The second business I started was the cleaning business. And the way I got started with the cleaning business was I had a girlfriend whose mom had a cleaning business, and she would call me and be like, you know, hey, you know, you ain't doing nothing during the day. You know, when you work for yourself, people don't think you do nothing during the day. But we do. We know we do. But I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm a person that likes to give. I'm a person that likes to help. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'll come help you out. And I went and helped her out, and I was just like, oh, okay. A couple of times I'm like, I can do this. I can do this myself, because there's no other joy that when you walk in somebody's house who their house is a mess, and you finish doing what you're doing, and you see the smile on their face, and they're like, oh my God, thank you. Oh my God, thank you. I love that feeling. I love that feeling from the insurance business, the financial business, when I show them how to get from A to Z. I like that feeling when I walk in their house and I clean their house, and when they come home and they got a smile on their face. The ultimate thing to do is now add a dinner to that, but that's coming. That's coming, because I love to cook too. So because I'm a mother, you know, and that's something that I do anyway, but I love to help people. I'm in this business because I like helping others. I'm in the insurance business. I'm in the finance business because I love to help others. There's so many things that we're not taught in the school system when it comes to finance. We're taught everything else. We taught, you know, how to go to school, how to get a degree, but they don't teach us about the ultimate thing that we work for. We work for money. Because at the end of the day, if I'm going to go work for money, shouldn't I know how to make money work for me? And that's not something that we're teaching our children. But I know we as women on this summit today, we're teaching other people how to make their money work for them. We're teaching them how, okay, you know what, I can leave a legacy. The products that I've heard today, I'm so excited. I definitely will be contacting you ladies about that, because my daughter has eczema. So I'm definitely excited about that. The candles, I love candles, and having to shut down the candle without all that exposure, yeah, that was good for me. But I'm just excited. And of course, you know, Dallas has been my friend forever. Oh my God, when I first moved to Baltimore, I'm originally from New Jersey. When I first moved to Baltimore, her father's church, when she talk about her dad, I get teary-eyed too, because he was my pastor for many years. And so that's how we actually met. And just to see her grow and see her evolve in different areas of her life, and her marriage and her children, being a mother and her business, I'm definitely excited. And I became a part of this Ignite because of her, and then two, I watched some of the videos that Jamila had up with the boom thing. I was like, she's like really excited, ain't she? But So I'm excited, and just to hear all the ladies on board and just seeing what y'all doing, I'm so excited. I'm so pro entrepreneurship. Y'all just don't understand. Working for yourself, building something for yourself, and leaving a legacy for your children so that they can own something and take it on to their children and their children's children. That's what the Bible tells us to do. He tells us we're supposed to leave something for our children's children. So it's not even just about our kids, but it's about our grandkids, and it's about the different levels that's about to come, and the things, and helping other people, and just listening to you guys talk about helping others. That's what we're supposed to do. We're not supposed to take our gifts and our talents and hold it to ourselves and say, this is for me. No, it's for other people. I talk so much about my business. I talk to people every day about my business because I'm here to help other people, to give other people an education, let people know that there's more to life. There's more to life than that job. There's more to life than you sitting down and taking the crumbs off the table. No, get what you're supposed to get. Get what you're supposed to have in life. Take that thing to another level and then share it with other people. Bless somebody else.
Give it up, y'all. One of my best.
Yes,
author.
yes.
I'm so blessed and excited. Can you hear that passion? Can you hear when we put our passion on it, y'all? Hello, she's building a legacy. She spoke a lot about leaving a legacy for your family. You know, and you know what the power of this movement is? You know what's so powerful about it? If we had never joined forces and we had never shared networks, Lala wouldn't know about Bath and Beauty. Lala wouldn't know about Shantae's business. Lala wouldn't know about Kara's business. Lala wouldn't know about Jamila's business, because we join forces and you speak out. No one's going to ever know about your business if you are afraid to be loud about it. Okay. And I used to be like, huh, Lala be texting me. We be at the mall. She talking to people. We have Fridays eating. She talking to people. Why you talking to people everywhere we go? You talking too much. Now that's me, y'all. I'm at Walmart, can't get down the aisle. Where I'm talking to somebody, my family giving me the side eye, like, what person have you turned into? I'm at the cash register. Because people are drawn to me wherever I go, because your passion draws people. And you become this irresistible magnet. So whoever belongs in your business, whoever belongs in your tribe will be attracted to you. So that is super powerful. You have been an awesome example of somebody who said, listen, I'm building my business. My business is a part of me. I don't care what you think. You need to level up. Okay? So that's all the way. So I'm going to pass it to Julia, because I do believe we have a couple questions.
Yes, thank you, Lala. That was very informative and very inspiring. I mean, you had that very motherly kind of feeling when I look at you and you speak, and I just want to sit up and listen to everything you got to say. Like, yes, she's dropping something. She's going to tell me something that I know I need to hear. But someone did ask a question. They wanted to know if they wanted to make extra money or extra income, how can they reach you?
You can inbox me on Facebook. My Facebook name is just what it is. My name is Lila, Lila. My last name is Arthur, like the guy's name, Arthur. So you can inbox me, or you can connect me send me a friend request. I'll accept it. We can conversate via there. You can even call me. My phone number is 667-231-0819.
Hey,
phone calls.
She ain't playing. She's serious.
That's really the way I like to talk to people, because I like to meet people face to face. So you call me, I'll schedule time, we can meet. But yeah, the money is there. If you want to make it, it's there. Come get it.
She is there, y'all.
Come on. So I guess that's all of our questions. And Lila don't play, y'all. And I think that we can take some of those tips into all of our businesses, more of that face to face. Some of us are so virtual that we really don't want to shake hands. We really don't want to talk on the phone. We don't really want to exchange phone numbers. We don't want to meet in person. And some of those core foundational business building elements are lacking from the virtual space today. So we can use a lot of that. I'm definitely going to be getting out to a lot more events, flying out to spend time with some of my friends that I've met on Facebook and things like that, because that face-to-face connection is so very important. I think that in this day and time, we're kind of lacking that. And as the generations, move along, it's getting worse and worse and worse. So we have to work hard to keep that element in our businesses. So let's clap it up for Lila. Thank you so much. So proud of you. So happy to have you here on this virtual stage. You rocked it out. Be sure to connect with Lila. Send her a friend request. She likes that personal touch. Jump up on in her inbox. She don't mind. Get up in there, talk to her, exchange phone numbers. And if you would like to see how you can advance your financial future and protect your family, she is the way to go. So get in contact with her. Now, first of all, for further ado, thank you, Lila. The first lady has arrived, okay? I almost fell out my seat when I just saw a Facebook comment in the chat from Mama, okay? My Mama Sharon. She has arrived. So hello, Mom. If it was not for you, none of this would be happening. I wouldn't be showing my face today. Girl Power Ignite would not be here if it wasn't for your long hours of praying and laboring for this child of yours that had to stay on your lap for so long. And because of your encouraging words, Mom, your prayers, you're loving me, you're not giving up on me when I was nervous and I was uptight and I didn't know where to go. And you are just a powerhouse lady. If it was not for you, I wouldn't be here. I love you, Mom. Thank you so much for figuring out how to comment. And welcome in today to the summit. So y'all clap it up for my mama, because if it wasn't for her, y'all wouldn't see my face, period. So thank you so very much, Mom. Love you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and announce the next person. Let's keep it pushing, ladies. We're making out very well on time now. This next person, y'all, is Renee Purdy. Now, Renee, I might be saying your last name wrong, okay? Am I butchering your last name? Is it Purdy or Purdy? Okay, Purdy. Renee Purdy, okay? Now, this lady has a special meaning to me in my life and in my heart, y'all. I told you that she was placed on my path. She does a lot of things, first of all. She does a lot of things that a lot of us don't know that she does. But one thing that stands out for me is words. If you need to know how to say it, if you need to know how to write it, if you want somebody to edit it, if you want somebody to make you look good, this is your girl, okay? This lady had what do you call it, Renee? The synopsis? Is that what it's called? Or the part that's on the back of your book? I might have used.
Book blurb.
Okay, the book blurb. This lady had it written in 10 seconds. I needed my book blurb written, y'all, for the designer of the book. She had it written in 10 seconds. And when I say not just written, not just anything thrown together, rock star. She represented me in my book so well, and I'm so honored and privileged, lady, to be in contact with you. Have no idea how much of an inspiration you are, how much of an encouragement you are to everybody around you. You have such a loving spirit. Love you to life. Really appreciate you being here on our stage today, guys. So just let me tell you a little bit about her, and then I'll pass the mic over to her. Her name is Renee Purdy. She is the founder and CEO of Rising Star Entrepreneurial Enterprises LLC. She is a writer, an editing and design and brand marketing strategist, and plenty more. The lady does everything, okay? So I'm going to pass the mic over to her and let her rock it out.
Hey, you guys. Good morning. So first of all, I want to just thank Dallas. Thank you so much for that introduction. You have no idea. Like, I'm trying to keep back tears and stuff. All you ladies have been trying to conspire to make me cry today. I dropped my tripod. I guess I was so excited before. That'll be on the recording. Like, what happened? Why is she recording her floor? But I am so excited to be, first of all, just connected with Dallas. She's amazing. Like, her energy and positivity is why I connected with Girl Power Ignite. And also because of the other ladies, too. I know that anybody that Dallas is connected to is a powerhouse. I didn't even have to ask. I just went, what do you need me to do? When is it? And she'll laugh, because when I heard it was 10 in the morning Eastern Standard Time, I was like, I'm 2 hours behind you, and I went to bed around 4 or 5, but I'm here. So a little bit about me. As Dallas said, my name is Renee Purdy, and I am I've been called the dream pusher. Last year, I got that name from some people. I was like, I like that. I'm going to steal that. As people will tell you in branding and marketing, you never plagiarize, but if someone gives you a great idea, you just run with it. And I'll start a little bit before all this. So I was born in Tucson, Arizona, in the desert, and I found myself, at 30 or so, or 29 or so. I moved to Australia. I stayed there for 12 years. And that's when I really started my business. That's also, I got baptized over there too. Mom said you went like as far away as possible from Tucson, Arizona, and got baptized. So that's a whole other story. But my story is basically, I have always been interested in arts and creativity and words. One of the first things that Mom said, one of my first expressions was, she asked me, can you read? And I said, I think I can. So I've always been interested in words and, stories and making things sound good. And so I was doing all these things before I even knew I was doing this stuff. There's a story that I always like to share with people that I actually, I found in my old toy box when I was moving countries, that there was this little owl and it was painted purple. Like, who paints an owl purple? But that's kind of me. I do things a little differently. I've always loved purple. I've always loved owls, and I've always loved words and stories. So for me, when I started my business, I actually, my first degree was in marketing. I was just fascinated by advertising and putting together stuff because I like the actual, implementation. And so for me, I started in marketing, and then I went to my other love, which was writing. So I did a professional editing and writing course. And I started helping people put together books. I work with a self-publisher, a publishing unit that work with self-publishers, and I help them produce books. I mean, one of the books I like to share with people is this lady, Grace, was in her 80s when she produced her first book. I don't recommend you start that late necessarily, but it's never too late. And so this amazing lady right here, she told her story. And we're always talking about legacy building. And these are things that will live long beyond you, that if you have your wisdom, it's like, it's a great way, an amazing way to make sure that your legacy is passed on. So people don't have to go through all the craziness you went to. They can take a shortcut by picking up a book and going, wow, this person did that. How inspirational. So that's one of the things I love to do with people is books. But apart from that, what I really love and what I found that I was doing for years without getting paid for it, because I just did it. Someone would come to me with say, I want a logo. And of course I would be like, well, what about your brand? What kind of brand do you have? What are your colors? Have you started about your strategic development? Have you thought about the creative premise? What's your mission? What's your vision? And they were like, you kind of see that deer in headlights. But for me, it's all about getting to the core of what you do and why you're doing it. Because as these ladies were saying, that's going to help you push past all the stuff. And there's going to be stuff. So for any entrepreneurs who are listening, don't think you're just going to walk in and, work 2 hours a day or 4 hours. I know the 4-hour day is a very popular book. But at first, you're not going to work 4 hours. You're lucky if you're going to be able to sleep 4 hours, let alone work 4 hours. So, get in there, make sure that you're connected with amazing people, get ready to work probably harder than you ever have. Get ready to push through some stuff that you have never thought about pushing through. What touched me listening to everybody is that, we have all lost people. I lost my mom in June. And it's so true that, for me, it's really become not optional to build this, because I want to make sure her legacy lives on. And I want to make sure that we touch as many people as possible. I'm doing a book called Testimony 1.0, where we share our stories of how Jesus has gotten us through in our personal testimony. And my idea is for it to go through the world. Testimony 1.0 is for the States. Testimony 2.0 for Australia, and just go right through all the countries. And as they say, everywhere our feet touch, that's where we want to spread the gospel. And that's one of my passions too. So in a nutshell, I think for me, anything to do with communications is how we mentor and how we impart. You've heard so many of the ladies saying, service is what they're about. And it's true, because if you can touch a life, a word from you can actually save a life. It absolutely can. And so many times we're just thinking about, what we're doing and what our business is and what we want. But a lot of times, literally, if you hear that word from Dallas that, she got through this experience and how she got through it, that can save somebody's life. If you hear from Jamila and, a few people have said they're introverts and, hey, I'm one too, you have to push through your feelings, because as they say, it's not all about us, and a lot of times we keep our mouths shut, and that's a problem, because you see in that silence, there is no impartation, there is no spark. In that silence, you don't get to teach people. In that silence, you're letting people literally die by the wayside because you weren't able to open your mouth. And so for me, I'm just really passionate about helping people push through. I'm really passionate about all of those dreams that you kept locked away, that you didn't have the information to create. A lot of these ladies, all of these ladies have been there, but they've been able to push through, get that impartation from someone, get that spark. And that's why Girl Ignite is so important, because just like our messages, just like I know my message will go in Testimony 1.0 to the four corners of the earth like we're supposed to, that impartation jumps from queen to queen. Just like with Mary and Elizabeth, when the two babies were together, that spark just jumped. And that's exactly what's happening with us. I'm getting goosebumps right now, because when you feel connected with someone, you're going to share with them, and they're going to share with someone else, and they're going to share with their community. And all of a sudden you have people worldwide who are talking about this buzz. And all of a sudden you have people who didn't think they could do it saying, you know what, I can do it. And all of a sudden you have that person who's sitting there crying in their room thinking, oh, I can't do this. My voice isn't important. It's like your voice is important, because your voice could be the one that person needs to get to their dream, to get out of that bed, to walk again like Lazarus did. So that's kind of me in a nutshell. I'm very passionate about that, and passionate about people believing in themselves, because that belief, even if I don't believe in myself this one day, I'll get a message from Dallas saying, you know what, I was just thinking of you, and this is what I thought, or this is what I see in you. Because a lot of times we see the greatness in other people before we see it in ourselves. So get connected, you guys. Seriously, don't stay in your bedroom. Don't leave those dreams locked up. If you connect with me, I will be the one hassling you all the time. So just be aware you will work. You will work. But I just appreciate, Dallas. You have done more for me than you will ever realize. I don't know everyone on here, but Miss Boom over there inspires me a lot when she does. I literally need that on my ringtone. I'm going to definitely get, I need some of those candles in my life. I need to just, and that's how it works. So we all network, we resource, we buy from each other, because that's how we build legacies. And I am super excited. So thank you again for having me.
Thank you so much, Renee. Powerhouse. First of all, you are such an awesome speaker. Okay. So
thank you.
That voice is going to be heard worldwide. You are super awesome, lady. I believe we do have, do we have any questions? Yeah, we had the one question. So I'll let Julia go ahead and take over.
Okay.
Cool beans. Renee, I love your voice. It's so soothing. Okay.
Thank you.
I can go to sleep to your voice. It's just soothing. But we did have a question. The question was, what's the best way for us to get our message out to the world so that it is clear and understood about what we do?
Okay, so first of all, you getting clear about what you do is so important. So I always tell people to brainstorm, because a lot of times we think we're doing one thing, but it's really something else. And so, for some people, it's like Kara, for candles. When I was thinking of her, it's like she doesn't just make candles, she creates environments. And so for me, it's like just repackaging that and making sure that it's not just like, a friend of mine was saying, I'm helping him with his website, and he was saying, well, there are a lot of photographers. I said, well, first of all, they're not photographers that do what you do. And secondly, Burger King has sold a lot of hamburgers. And so the whole thing is like, don't think, you always think of your unique sales proposition. They always tell you that in marketing, your USP. Think of something that you do that no one else can do. And that's the key to that. And then as far as your message, just make sure you don't confuse people, because that's one of my mentors always said, confuse people, do nothing. So, try to make it so people understand it. cloak it in all this jargon and all this stuff, because people are going to not know what you're doing and they're not going to buy it because they have no idea. So I'd say, you know, just be real clear and be clear to yourself too, and make sure that you realize, understand, and appreciate what you do better than anyone else.
Thank you, Renee. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Good stuff, ladies. Let's clap it up for Renee. I have placed her link and name of business in the comments. Definitely connect with her, especially if you want an editor, if you need help with product descriptions. The lady's got some courses. Me and her actually have a workshop coming up in the future, so look out for that. She is a powerhouse. She's got some awesome things going on to help you to get your message out to the world the right way, okay, and help you to look good. So we're moving along with time. We promise you we're going to get you back with your families and everything. We have two more ladies, and I'm going to introduce our next powerhouse. We have Dr. Tammy. We have Dr. Tammy Donaldson, the owner of TF Donaldson Global Enterprises, LLC. She is a literacy advocate and founder of a global reading community. Guys, what she does is simply awesome and unique. The power of literacy, it is so important, especially in our generation. Once again, this is a generational thing, because as time goes along, guys, we are moving away from the importance of reading. Okay, it's very, very, very important, because our people perish for a lack of knowledge every single day. They perish because they just don't know. They won't pick up a book and they won't read and they won't educate themselves. This lady is so important, and she is up next. So Dr. Tammy, go ahead and take the stage.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am Dr. Tammy Donaldson, your success catalyst and literacy educator. I help you strategize how to move in the direction of more and prepare for what's next. And how do I do that? I use literacy and self-awareness, as Dallas said. You know, I joined the Girl Power Ignite. So I'm going to be honest. So Dallas probably going to have to edit this. You know, I was going through some things, and I'm going to say things. And around September, August, September was Dallas. And I had been listening to Dallas, following Dallas, and doing all that. And I had been doing that. And what happened was later, fast forward a few months, she inboxed me and said, hey, would you be a part of this Girl Power Ignite? I didn't even ask what it was. She said, it's a summit. I want you to be a part of it. And because of her interest in what was going on in my life, because of what she did during that time for me, I didn't even ask questions. I just said, yes, sure, absolutely. And that's how I became a part of this. And of course, second, which is probably the other main thing was, you know, she mentioned some about it, and she talked about how this is an opportunity to encourage others and to really help women and really spread our message. And that's the reason I joined. I wanted to help other women, because I do believe that I am nothing. My life means nothing if I have not helped at least one other person. That is what you call a legacy, and that is what you call impact. And you can talk all day, but if you haven't helped one person, you've done nothing. And so once that opportunity came available, it was like, yes, sure. Plus, I find out it's going to be like 9 other amazing women. And so this is like a bonus to really share the stage with them and share this space with them, because I'm learning so much, and I hope you are too. This is an amazing experience, and I can't believe I'm here. Why I can't believe I'm here? Because my journey started when I was 20. However, it really, and I paid attention, I did my thing, and I did the traditional route. I went to school and I just kept going. I got my master's, and then I went to work, and then I went for my doctorate degree. And then reality hit. Around 2009, my husband was deployed. I was in the midst of getting a doctoral degree. I had a 1-year-old. After he left the country, I found out I was pregnant. I was working full time, and I was working on a doctoral degree. Who does that? Like, really? And during that time, I realized my support system. And our system consisted of 3 people. When he was about to be deployed, I heard over and over, if you need something, just call me. If you need your grass cut, just call me. I heard that. But what happened was 2 weeks later, it was silent. I had 3 people, my mom, my sister, and my husband's mom. That was it. And so when I went ahead and finished, because I'm one of those, once you start something, you finish it. And so I went and finished my degree. We got through it. That's a whole nother story, a whole nother broadcast, but I got through it. But what I realized during that time was that I was a woman who was already successful in my own right. I was already getting a doctoral degree. I was already showing that I had I was being persistent and I had a determination. I already had that. But what I didn't have was a support system or people who had been there to show me how I could do it too, who could pull what was in me out. So that's basically what I do now. So I work with women who not necessarily, and when I say they are stuck, they're not stuck like they don't know anything that they want to do. What I mean is that they are successful women in their own right, but they have this burning desire, and I think Dallas mentioned it earlier. They have this desire within them to do more, to move in that direction of more and prepare for what's next. Because you should always be reaching to the next level. You should be always doing what's next. It's a growth. It's growing, it's stretching, and that's something we should be doing. And I know that there are women out there that are at that point. You may have a degree, you may have a successful job you love. I love teaching. I love it. But what I knew that I had in me was, 1, I needed someone's guidance. And 2, I had something more for my life. I had a bigger calling on my life than what I was living. And around December 2016 is when I decided I was going to do this. I've had a business. I've been a sole proprietorship since 2012 when I was in school needing gas money, teaching Zumba and being an educational consultant. So I've been doing that. But what I decided about a little over a year ago was that I had to take it to the next level. It was time to move on and really walk into my purpose by utilizing my passion and serving those who I needed to serve. And that's what I decided to do. And then from there, I just started doing that thing. But the biggest thing that I know that people who are successful and who follow that traditional track is that if you're one that really has multiple talents, if you have things that you really enjoy, is how to merge those things. My initial start was in psychology. I'm now an educator. So I have a degree in psychology. Of course, I have my doctorate, my PhD, and I'm in education. But I needed to merge the two. I love psychology. It's part of my DNA. I love teaching. I love literacy. That's a part of my DNA. But how was I going to merge those two things? And so the last year has been this idea of merging these two things. I've been an educator for over 17 years. Like, I can teach you anything. I know how to break that down. But I also knew that there was this other part. So I had to connect the dots. So that's what I help women do, is I help you connect the dots so you can move to your next, because there's always something more for you. And you should always continue thinking about moving in that direction. And so that's what I've been doing. And on the online space, everybody knew me as an educator. So I had to really shift and make my online presence more about the psychology aspect, the sociology aspect, so people would know me in both realms. And that's when Women Aspiring for More, my global online reading community, was born. That was the merging of those two things, where I can help you strategize and invest in your personal and professional development, but I can also focus on literacy. We can do it using literacy, reading and writing. And it's a community that has grown, it's growing. The people that are there are by intention. I do not just open it up to anybody. If you request to come in, I do not let you come in unless you really want to be there. If somebody says, hey, I'm going to invite all my friends, if they did not request to come in, I don't let you in. I want you to be there because you are coming there because you are an aspiring reader. You are a reader. You want to read more. You already read a lot, but you want to connect with other like-minded women, and you want to be in a space for that. And so I do that. So that is my online community. It's free. You can join it. And you can request to join it at www.tfdonaldson.com. I also have my strategy sessions that I do if you want more intimate time with me. I have a mastermind group that you can definitely be a part of. You can also find that on the website. You can also, if you want to just participate in like sessions, if you want to see if you even like me, I have weekly sessions that you can be a part of, and it's kind of like an a la carte. We have a session, you kind of get to know, we can strategize. That's also available. And of course, one-on-one. So I do that as well. And I take what we do in the community and it's more tailored to you. And so you can, the way things are set up, you can get what you need. How can you connect with me? I am at TF Donaldson on all social media platforms, here on Facebook, IG, and Periscope, Twitter. I'm everywhere. I'm at TF Donaldson. You can connect with me there. You can also go to my website. Once again, www.tfdonaldson.com. You can check out everything there and browse around, find out who you are. Like, I'm a researcher, so I encourage you to do your research. If you're wondering about what it is how I can help you, do your research. It's all there. And of course, you can go to my page and check it out as well. And so, yeah, that is me. I don't know. I'm not looking down, so I don't know if the exit.
Give it up for Dr. Tammy Donaldson, y'all. We got some powerhouses up on here, and these ladies know their stuff. These are some educated sisters. There's actually research that goes in behind their businesses. And I think that your reading community and all that you do, Tammy, is very, very, very unique. And that's what we need in the space, in the online space and in the local space. We need very unique business ideas, because you're thinking, I think I need somebody that can help me with this, but I'm having a hard time finding that person that can help me with this. So I think it's very, very, very unique what you do, and super awesome. So I have put Dr. Tammy's links in the comments. I don't believe that we have any questions right now in the chat, because I know that we're just going on and on and on, ladies. But if you can think of any questions for Dr. Tammy, please put them in the comments below. We will be sure to get those comments to Dr. Tammy, and we'll have those answers to the questions featured on the Girl Power Ignite fan page after the event. Thank you so much, Dr. Tammy, for gracing our stage. Truly appreciate you, lady. Truly appreciate you giving me a yes with joining in here, and super, super awesome. Thank you so much for pouring into us today. We want to say thank you, a big thank you from our hearts, ladies, for sharing and inviting this. Our views are through the roof. We are taking the world by storm today. This is what happened when girls unite, okay? Things get turned into fire, all right? Everybody's watching this. We're excited. We're pouring into lives today. We are supercharging our 2018. I am so excited about the launch of this movement. And I really appreciate every single person who's liked, who's shared, who's viewed this to help us to celebrate the launch of Girl Power Ignite. So I'm about to announce one of my very favorite people, ladies, and a Girl Power Ignite leader. She has been on board with this idea from the very beginning, y'all, and just has my back all the time. But before I do introduce her, ladies, if you have enjoyed this, it will be up for 24 hours if you want to continue to share, and then we're going to be taking it down. If you have enjoyed this summit, please go to our fan page and leave us a review. Leave us your experience. Tell us your story. And if you would like to be featured, if you would like Girl Power Ignite to be your stage, definitely inbox us on the fan page for more information so that you can join in with us. And we're actually called Pal Sisters. So you can become a Pal Sister, and we are excited. So let me get up my notes so that I can, without further ado, announce another Girl Power leader by the name of Julia Wiley. She is our last speaker for the day, ladies. So let's clap it up for her. She is a Girl Power Ignite leader, entrepreneur, aspiring life coach, motivational speaker. She is a travel enthusiast, ladies, health and beauty specialist, and she is an active blogger. So let's clap it up for Julia. Come on and take this virtual stage. Woo, woo, woo.
Y'all know I'm gonna get my dance on real quick. Gotta get it in, gotta get it in. Thank you, thank you, thank you, ladies, and thank you, Dallas, so much. I mean, it has been amazing, amazing. Last we checked, Latasha has been really great with updating us the views. 2,100 views. We are out there. I mean, these amazing women by leaps and bounds. This is just, it didn't happen just to happen. It happened by faith, and we all connected, and every single last individual on here is amazing. So welcome to the Girl Power Ignite, and we are so very happy to have you guys here. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Julia Anderson, and I'm widely known as Julia Wale. I'm a mom of 4 beautiful girls, and I'm married to the love of my life, who is also my road dog. And I'm a Brooklyn, New York native, but I spend a lot of time traveling to many states as a military spouse. So you and I had that in common, Tammy. But even before I hit that platform as a military spouse, I was a young Brooklyn girl, just not knowing what to do with my life, lost. And I actually had my daughter at a very, very young age. I was about 15 years old when I had her, and I had a bunch of negativity in my ear telling me that I wasn't going to be nothing, I wasn't going to amount to nothing, she wasn't going to be anything. So I'm going to just throw this little tidbit out there because I'm super duper proud. My daughter is 17 years old, and she is a published author. She wrote a book. So slap that, who's not going to be nothing. Yeah, dunk that real quick. But like many of these amazing women on the summit, I'm a driven entrepreneur. I'm also an inspiring life coach, motivational and inspirational speaker, travel enthusiast, and a health and beauty specialist. Just to give you guys a little bit about what I do as a travel enthusiast, I offer individuals and families the opportunity to join the travel club. So I became a part of a travel club last year when my family and I traveled abroad to Medellin, Colombia for 6 months. We spent 6 months living in South America, and it was the most amazing thing that we've done in our life. And we wanted other people to experience that as well. So being a part of the travel club would give them the opportunity to not experience local trips, also deeply discounted trips across the country. So you can create your own trip once you become a member, and you actually get your own personal search engine where you can find your flights, your rental cars, your hotels, your activities, anything you want, you got it there. You know, and in the midst of being a member, you actually get to earn points as you book and be a member. So essentially what these points do for you down the line is that they create super discounts for your trips in the future. Now, as a health and beauty specialist, I mean, Shantae touched on it, Tammy touched on, Mandy touched on it, a bunch of us touched on it and taking care of ourselves. Now, as a mom, as many of us are here, we literally put everybody else before ourselves. So it's really hard to take care of ourselves and obtain the health that we need to. But something I learned from my father long ago is that if you don't take care of yourself, you cannot take care of anybody else. And that's not being selfish, that's being self-aware. So make sure that you're aware of what's going on within your body, so that way you can get that inward and outward glow on the outside. And that's what I do. I offer products and knowledge on how to utilize them to get the results to gain inward and outward beauty. And as far as my experience as a motivational, inspirational speaker, that platform, that was ignited actually on the Make the Shift platform with Dallas. Here's a quick story. When I got in that group, now, Dallas know from when the first time I spoke to her, I was like I was so lost. You know, I didn't know where to go, what to do. I was going through something on a personal level as a mom, just as an individual, period. I was extremely lost, and I did not know where to go. So being a part of that group, it just ignited something in me. It was an amazing awakening. I just realized that I needed more for myself. I had to put more into me so I can pour it out to others. Because my entire life, I was always giving. And there's nothing wrong with giving. However, if you had nothing to give, how can you? So that was one of the things that I struggled with. I needed to fill myself up to where I was overflowing, you know, and when I'm overflowing at that point, giving doesn't seem so hard, right? So I realized that that's what I wanted to do. I was lost, and I found myself in this amazing platform, and I wanted to help people to find their self too. So that's how I started on my journey in becoming a life coach, which I'll be certified next month, February. And yes, so I'll get my certification then. But my guide, like I was guiding myself to becoming my true self, and I want to do the same for other people as well. And I decided to partner with Girl Power Ignite because, for one, Dallas is my girl. She's my honey boo boo child. She has no idea. Everyone on here knows that Dallas is the bomb. Okay, so I'm gonna steal Jamila boom real quick. So boom to you, Dallas. Got you, boo. So I really also wanted to join because I'm looking forward to being around women I can learn and grow with. One of the biggest hurdles in the community of driven women is the lack of partnership and support. So in other words, we kind of bring more drama to the table with each other than we do in supporting each other. We posted something the other day on the Girl Power Ignite page. Let's fix each other's crowns. Let's not criticize each other. Let's help the next person or the next woman to develop to the next stage, because essentially that's why we're here. If you have something to give, believe me, someone out there else wants to know about it. Support each other. Let's live for each other and grow in that same aspect. So when the opportunity, to become a part of such a great sisterhood, I was like, you know what? These are phenomenal women. I want in. I'm going to really jump over this hurdle and I'm going to get in. But I knew that being a part of this community will create bonds. It will give me the support I need to grow tremendously, both professionally and personally. And I just knew that it had success written all over it. So I was like, I'm in here. I want to be in. I don't care what I got to do it, but I'm in. So as a young girl, success to me was different. Success was getting good grades and making sure my mama was proud. So I know we all can relate because we want to make our mama proud. So as I became older, I kind of obtained, a different outlook on things. Success looked really different to me at that point. I was just like, it's way more than what I perceived it to be. And I knew I wanted more for myself and my children. I wanted them to have a happy-go-lucky lifestyle. In other words, Jamila taught me this. I am worry-free. Even more so, I wanted them to be financially free. So when the opportunities of travel arose, I seen it as a double benefit. My family, we love to travel, and me as a youth, out around the corner, up the block, the next block party, maybe a different county, so we didn't really get that great aspect of traveling around. However, my kids did. They've seen countries. So we were afforded that blessing through our travel business. And each of my businesses, they hold a special significance to my life. As a health and beauty specialist, it's important for me to instill the idea of health and beauty within myself, within my daughters, and within all the women around me. As a life coach and motivational speaker, I am deeply, and I mean deeply passionate about helping those who have lost themselves in the world around them. I'm here to help them to rediscover their true self, to follow their arrow and build their vision. Society and all of our daily tasks can really take a toll on who we are. So it's really important that we rid ourselves of others' perception of who we are and who we should be. And we should just do what we're passionate about. And that's why Build Your Vision was born. So I pretty much, my whole thing was staying within my time frame, but I think I did good. And we took up a lot of you guys' time, and we really appreciate you being here. But before I leave you today, I want to leave you with this. With all of the women around the world, no matter your shape, your size, or your color, know that you can. Know that you will. Believe in yourself enough to invest and commit. Be your biggest fan, man, because no one can cheer for you harder than you can. My biggest achievement as a mom and as a woman and as an individual was taking the time to believe in myself and investing in that belief. So that's what I have for you ladies today. I'm so very grateful to be awarded the opportunity to be a part of the Girl Power Ignite movement. Definitely connect with me at buildyourvision.com. That's buildyourvision.com. You can also reach me on Facebook, Julia Wali, or on Instagram at Jonesin with Julia. So thank you everyone for taking the time to be with us today. We are so very grateful, and these women on here are so impactful. I am psyched to learn from every single last one of you. So back to you, Lady D.
Woo! Let's give it up for Julia. You took it out with a bang, girl. If I could have wrote all that down that you said, that is super awesome. Maybe you can repost that. A big, warm thank you. to everybody, and I'm talking about everybody on this panel, everybody. Shantae, thank you. Kara, Julia, Lila, Mandy, Dr. Tammy, Jamila. Oh, thank you so much, Renee. Every single person who has been a part of this summit, every single person who has joined in, who has shared, who has cheered the ladies on, who has invited. You have no idea how you may have changed somebody's 2018 and beyond. From now into the rest of their life, ladies, thank you so much for coming in. We are going to be coming to an end. If you would like, ladies, to join the Girl Power Ignite movement, definitely shoot us a DM on our fan page. We will share information with you on how to become a POW sister, as well as how to have your business featured on the page. We thank you so much for leaving us your kind review on the fan page, and we are super excited. And I think, Kara, did you want to say something?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. Julia left this part out. One, I love Julia's videos and all her lives and her posts, but the part that she did leave out that I have loved, and even when I get on Periscope, I always get compliments thanks to that good old toothpaste.
Right.
She does it all.
Yes, y'all must connect with Julia. I have posted her link in the comments, her wonderful whitening toothpaste. I also have me a tube, and it is awesome. Okay, so I need for you to connect with her. She has some very aggressive ways for women to advance their income in 2018 and create a life of freedom for them and their families through travel, okay, as well as through health and beauty products. So please connect with Julia. She is also a leader of the Make the Shift community as well. So this girl got it going on. She is a powerhouse. I don't know. She basically fixes my life on a daily basis. So I truly appreciate you. So ladies, thank you so much for attending the summit. Thank you for celebrating with us. All of you powerhouses are simply awesome. Continue to share this out to your pages. Make sure that as many people as possible see this and get this message. Ladies, you all are a true blessing. We love you, and it is time for us to unite. Wouldn't you agree? So have a wonderful, blessed Saturday. We really appreciate you for taking time out on your Saturday to spend time with us. I know the kids are calling, probably knocking on the door. They probably scratching by now. So enjoy your Saturday. Have a wonderful, blessed, and prosperous day. Girl Power Ignite. Have a great day, ladies. Bye.